Then Lee, if you could start your weightlifting journey all over again, what would you do differently? Well, I would probably look at every time I tweaked something and maybe essentially write out, don't do the whole stack on leg curls when you're dieting. That was about 2 Christmases ago on my family's sort of vacation down to visit my grandparents. Totally ruined my training. Right hamstring was like, I don't want to say wrecked, but it was most certainly tweaked for quite a while before it kind of, tied itself back together. But in terms of overall like training style, totally would have dropped the volume and increased the intensity. And I think my intensity was good. Like even in the beginning of working out, I feel like I was going pretty hard, but what's different is I was doing way too much volume. Like I'd have chest days where it was 5 movements, 5 sets, working sets each. And in my mind, for whatever reason, I like heard that said somewhere. I'm like, yeah, that sounds right. Okay. And it's like per week I was doing 50 sets, Eventually I got that down to 11 set workouts where I'd say, okay, I'm hitting arms. I'm going to do 11 sets of triceps, 11 sets of biceps. That's the condition that I'm locking myself into. I'm going to make every single one of those sets count, which was working pretty well. And then eventually now I've kind of reached the point where my goal isn't to come into the gym and hit a certain number of working sets. Like if I'm doing quads or chest or triceps or something, my goal is, okay, I'm going to do as many hard sets as it takes to fully stimulate that muscle, fully pump it up, and reach a point of fatigue where I'm like, okay, I just gave myself some solid stimulation. Doing any more work won't be any more productive and could, start to be deproductive or anti-productive. And it's like, what am I doing, right? So reaching the maximum state of stimulation with the minimum cost per volume. Kind of a Mike Mentzer-esque approach, but not as crazy as the, 1 set a week kind of thoughts.